Hello, everybody. My name is Benny, and welcome to The Fool's Apprentice. It is hashtag Saturday. It is, what time is it? 10:03 at night. Oh my gosh, it has been a crazy day. But I will tell you, this is my third time trying to record this video. I don't know what's going on with my memory card, but something was off. But I recorded it twice, all the way through, to realize that the recording had stopped, and I couldn't figure it out. And so I got really frustrated, and I said, you know what? I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm over it. And so I went and I sat down, and I'm like, "Hi, Ben, you can't. It's hashtag Saturdays." And so I got up, I sat down to do it again. And as I was starting to speak, one of the lights in the back went off. And I'm like, it's just not meant to be. It's just not meant to be. So I got my stuff together. I took the lights, I charged them up for a little while. And I said, you know what? Well, I got some new equipment. I said, let me start playing with the equipment, see what I can come up with. And so I was able to connect my wireless microphone, which I'm really happy about. It's right here. So that's really exciting for me. I can move it around. I needed something like this because the other microphone, even though it works great, is wired to the camera. And a lot of stuff would happen. So I got a wireless one with a really nice arm. And I got it during, what is it called? Oh my gosh. The day after Christmas, Black Friday. Black Friday. And so I got good deals on them. But today it's hashtag Saturday, even though it's late. I just had it memorized, but I'm not going to stress myself out. It's been a day. It's called End of Year Tarot Tag by Spirited Stardust. I saw this on Fairlight Tarot. She really liked it. I watched. I thought it was great. So what I'll do is I will link both Stardust, what is that right? Spirited Stardust and Fairlight Tarot's videos on this below, plus any of the decks that I have as well. Let's hope I remember. So with no further ado, let's just get this drama started and we'll flip the camera over. Okay, I'm back. All right, guys. I'm trying to work with this new microphone. It's right here, and I'm just trying to figure out if it's in the right place for it to hear everything, but we'll see in what I would call post-production. That sounds so fancy, right? Excuse me, guys. It's that time of the year where I get a cough. And so it's 11 questions, and so I have them written down on my phone. So the first question, what deck did you use the most? Now, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm doing a deep dive on the Tarot Volatile as I learn the tarot. This is such an amazing deck. I love it. You can get it at tarotvolatile.com. It is a really beautiful, beautiful deck. They have several editions out. I don't remember which one I have, but I have the one that has the misery card without the M. But I love this deck. This deck is so stunning. It has everything I need in it. One of the things that it didn't dawn on me until I was recording this video for the second time, that it dawned on me that I think one of the reasons I really love this deck, it feels very masculine to me. Now, it doesn't mean that I couldn't read with this with men or women, but this just it just feels like a very manly deck. I hope that makes sense. But I think the colors, the images, the time frame, I think all of it really speaks to the masculine energy that I look for sometimes in decks. Now, I know that I brought this up before, but I want to make it very clear. I'm not only into very masculine decks. In fact, I have several decks that are have a lot of female energy that I really love. It's just I wish I had more that felt like this deck feels. But there's very few decks that I feel I don't like anything about. That I don't like anything about. This is one of those decks. I really, really love this deck. There isn't anything in this deck that I don't like. There isn't an image I don't like. Well, I was just about to make myself a liar. Let me rephrase that. I have been able to replace some of the cards that I didn't like with uh, the extra cards that they have. So the deck as I have it, there isn't a single image that I don't like. It's very Rider-Waite-Smith based. I just think it's a really, really well done deck. I like the diversity in the deck. It's just beautiful. I love these circles and lines. And I know it deals with like these lines here. I love that they have 3 different lovers cards, 2 men, 2 women, and then a man and a woman. I think if I had, I'm always boohooing about a Ace of Wands with the 3 of Hearts. Here they do something absolutely different, and I'm like, I don't know if I like it. So I don't know if I'm ever going to be happy generally with the 8 of Wands, but I love it. This I will say, let me say this, that this Fool card, I love this Fool card, but it really kind of made me look at cards differently in the sense that I had a moment where I'm like, oh, I can have a meaning for the card that's my own. Like for this card, one of the words that comes out for me, a very strong and powerful word for this Fool, is brave. During this time, going out into the world, it was a very, very brave thing to do because the world during this time hadn't been completely discovered. So you don't really know what you're walking into. There are no stories to be told about a world that had yet to be, found. So brave really came to me with this word, which opened me up to other meanings for other words as they come along. So that's the Terra Volatile. It is literally the deck I have used the most. I bought I had the expansion. I wonder if that light's too bright. Y'all got to tell me. And I got the book. Really good book. I should have these questions memorized since I already did this twice. Number 2 is deck that you didn't use at all. What deck didn't you use at all? This was easy. It is the Black Violet Tarot by Heidi Phillips. It was easy because it's still in its wrapper. And this is the version where there was a miscommunication with her and the printer. They ended up printing backs that were white. They looked just like this. And that's not what she wanted. And so she stopped the production. She didn't destroy these. In fact, she sold them at a discounted price. They were only $250, like I said. And I snatched one up. It is not my aesthetic. I think they're beautiful cards. I think the artwork's stunning. It's just not my style of deck. But I got one in case somebody wants this and they have a deck that I really want that's hard to find. So I'm hoping that one day this will become a trade deck for something I'm really looking for. So this one is up for trade. Then I got newest decks. Number 3, most recent additions to your decks. And I have 2. These 2, we'll talk about the Slow Tarot first. I saw this a long time ago and it was out of print. And so I didn't think I would ever get this deck because I wasn't willing to pay the price that people were asking for it, even though it literally has, I'm pretty sure there isn't another Fool that I like better than this one. This Fool card is exactly what it feels like on the inside to me, what a Fool in the tarot would look like. I like this sense of adventure. I like this adrenaline rush. I like that he's giving himself 100% into his journey. There's no holds barred, no looking back. It's just, it's a huge, huge leap of faith that things are just going to turn out the way they're supposed to turn out, and it's going to be okay. I just love this card. I've seen this deck a couple times now that I've done this video. I really like these. They're like really intricate oil paintings. It feels like to me. Very stunning. I love the use of color. I love the different body shapes. This deck feels very balanced to me between feminine and masculine energy is one of the reasons that I really like. I like the blue borders and like black borders. I'm not too fond of these other two colors. God. Anyways, oh, I like that it's a man in this one. I have yet to see a deck that had a man in the Eight of Swords. So I just like how this deck is done overall. I still got to sit with it kind of because I haven't had an opportunity. In fact, I just unwrapped it a few days ago. Now, the second one that's new to my deck is this one. And as you know, a lot of us just recently got the Bohemian Gothic Tarot 4th edition. And when I got it, I went bananas, like bananas. I went all out. And I said, you know, I want the mini deck. So I looked. There weren't many out there. They were expensive. And then I found somebody who was selling it at a decent price. And these, oh my God, guys, these are so tiny. Like tiny. I was so surprised with how small they were. Look at that. That is a tiny little card. But I love them. I will use them one day. How, I don't know. When, I don't know. But I think they're stunning. I like the backs. The backs are really nice. The images, the use of color. I mean, you can, as small as they are, yep, I need reading glasses, but the font's still pretty easy to read. The images are still very clear. It's not like I'm missing anything. The quality of the images are fantastic. I love this deck. This deck. Now, this doesn't compare towards to the 4th edition and the size, but oh, I love this one. I love the creepy castle. I'm really, really, really happy I got this deck. I've been lucky this year with getting decks that I didn't think I would get or I would have to pay a huge amount of money to get. I've been very, very lucky. Now, the next question is number 4, a deck that you are rehoming or is in purgatory. I'm getting rid of this deck. No questions whatsoever. The Magical Nature Tarot. I don't like this deck. I don't like it. I tried to like it, but I don't. I saw this on somebody's channel. I don't even like the box. And the cardstock's really weird for me. I can't. It's not paper. It's kind of plasticky, linen-y. But I don't know. It's weird. But it will hold. It's easy to ruffle, shuffle. It'll hold. But when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that's a beautiful deck. And then the person who was showing it was like, they were all into it. They were loving this deck. And when I got it in, I was like, oh my God, what did I do? I don't like it. I don't like it. I wish I did. In fact, I just saw this recently on one of my Facebook pages that I'm in. People talking about how much they really like this deck. And I'm glad. I'm glad there are people out there that like this. And I think that's one of the great things about tarot is that we all have our own aesthetic, the things that we like and don't like. And I will tell you, I think that light's a little too harsh. This is a deck that does absolutely nothing for me. I've pulled it out 3 times. When I opened it, I think I showed it on my collections video and now. I mean, for me, the investment was a bad choice. So that one's going to go. I got to actually do, I got to get my decks that I don't use or want in a pile, make a video, and then sell them. This is going to be one of them. But if you like this deck, I'd really like to know what it is that you like about it, because that would be interesting for me to hear. Now, the next one is number 5, favorite pairing. Now, I have a few that I really like that pair together. I have one that they're 2 oracle cards. But recently, in the last year, I've been doing this for a year and a half. In the last maybe 8, 9 months, I've been using these 2 together. This is the African Tarot. It's a beautiful box. And the Love Oracle of Eden. This is one of my favorite oracle cards. Now, I really, really do like the African Tarot a lot. It has a beautiful, sturdy box. Oh my God, if I could open it. It has a hardcover guidebook, really nice. Images are in color, but there's a problem. And for some of you, that might be a deal breaker. For me, not really. And the deal breaker comes with these 2 cards. It is the 6 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. And you're like, well, what's the problem? So those are right. Yes, they're right here. In the guidebook, there are 2 errors, or maybe officially 3. All right, so let me show you. The 6 of Wands with a horse, the 6 of Wands with the man holding the staff. The 8 of Wands, the 7 of Wands with the man holding the staff, the 7 of Wands with the horse. And then the other error is that the 6 of Wands here actually has 7 Wands. And then this one has 7 Wands. So some errors in the guidebook, but the deck is fine. And also, it's the image, because the actual meanings, they're correct. So for some people, I know that'd be, no, won't do it. I reached out to the creator. She was gracious enough to write me back. She doesn't have an updated guidebook. I'm hoping that one day she will, and that if anything, for those of us who bought it early, she will do some inserts for us, which I could glue in. But these are so beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. The colors work really well together. Each suit has its own color. I just think it's stunning. Stunning. And then I have the Oracle, which is the Love Oracle Eden. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Very nicely done. Ribbon. Nice hardcover book. Another ribbon to pull it out. Look at that gilding. Isn't that nice? And I just think these work so well together. They're just beautiful. Look at that. And I love the keywords that she picks. And it's just lovely. Oh, Patience is one of my favorite cards. Look at the colors on that. Okay, let me bring this up. Look at that. How beautiful is that? It's amazing. I just love it. I like just all the different images. Faith. What a beautiful, beautiful word. It just really goes well together. And I don't know. This particular card really, the Oracle deck, just really feels serene and spiritual. I love that heal card. And so when I am needing, like, not too long ago, somebody hurt my feelings pretty bad. And so I ended up using this deck as a way of using self-care. I used them for self-care. And I found it very helpful. But I just feel safe. It just creates a safe space for me to like explore what's going on. These cards really do that for me. So this is my favorite pairing. And it's actually a new pairing for me that I really, really enjoy. All right. I'll put these in their box later because then we'll be here for too long. All right. So what is the next question? The next question is number 6. Favorite modification or bag made? Well, I don't modify my decks. I do have one deck that I want to do that with. But I've had everything I needed for like almost a year and I still haven't done it. I don't know if it's a thing that I just don't do or I'm apprehensive to do. But generally, I've liked the decks the way they are. There's maybe 1 or 2 decks that I would like to take the borders out, but that's about it. I like the cards generally as they are. I am not a sewer, guys. I am not a sewer. I can put a button on a shirt. I can do a hem if I need to, but I'm not making no bag. So I don't have. So this question is I don't have one. So the next question is, what deck do you want for Christmas? Okay. I have wonderful nieces and nephews. I love them so much. I adore them. Every Christmas, they come to my home, and it's just us and them. Their parents are not invited. Their grandparents are not invited. It's just us. My siblings aren't invited. Just us. And we have a Christmas, and I've been doing this with them since they were kids. And they asked me what. I think this is the first year that they asked me what I wanted for Christmas, which was wonderful. They're in their early 20s, late teens. And so I put a couple of decks on the list. And to my surprise, one of them actually bought me a deck. It is the Wilcox Tarot and Oracle deck. It's the majors, the zodiacs, and then some Oracle cards. I just love the imagery. I just love the imagery. Like I've said many times, these are art books in card form. And I don't know how I'm going to use them, but I am so pleased that one of my nieces ended up buying it for me. So I'm super, super, super excited to get that deck in. It's on its way. When it's going to get here, I don't know. But when it does, trust me, you will know. All right, the next question that we have is question number 8. A deck that you'd gift others. And I'm actually, I picked the Rainbow Tarot because I have gifted it. When I first saw this, not my style. This one is from Sonia Lazo. And like I said, I'm going to link these at the bottoms with the creator's name and all. So like the Love Oracle, who was the Love Oracle by? I don't have their names memorized. But it's by Abusha Publishing. Oh gosh. I'll have the names in the descriptions below. And let me tell you, these backs are adorable. It has been picked up to go mass market, so that's a major plus. I got the indie deck version. She's out already. But I was looking for an inner child working deck. Still don't know about this whole inner child thing, but I saw a lot of videos. So I said, maybe that's a sign. So I ended up looking and looking, and I just happened to run across this one. And one criteria I had with inner child decks was they had to make me smile from the inside out. And let me tell you, oh my God, isn't this fool hilarious? I love this fool. This deck really makes me smile from the inside out. You should see the smile across my face right now. I love the colors. I love the images. I like the characters. I like how, there's all these different colors. Look at this. Look at that. And they just go so well together. The horse. Now, the sun card, you know how I feel about the sun card, right? Let me find it. That sun card. Oh man, I love this. Look at her face. She's absolutely determined to keep them at bay. Love it. Um, love. Oh, look at that. The rainbow. Now, one of the things that. Oh, okay. Here we go. Not a fan of the sun card when it comes to imagery overall, because the kid tends to be creepy. I'm not a sunflower person, but everything about this card I really like. My favorite part is this horse's face, and his eyes are like, and what I'm thinking, the horse is thinking is like, why is there a naked baby's butt on my back? Oh my God, I love this deck. I love diversity. I love it. This is a great deck. So, Marseille, there's some Marseille kind of feels in this. It's just a stunning deck. I love it. This is not necessarily a deck I would get for somebody who's new, unless they were a teenager, and then maybe a teenage girl. This is a deck that feels very feminine to me, but I love it. I love it. This is one of those decks that, if it didn't have a single man in here, I would still buy it. I just think that's a great deck. So that's one I would gift. So the next question is, which is number 9, a deck that you have fallen in love with. Now, guys, if you don't know this answer for me, then I don't know what's going on. But when I got this deck, I went bananas. I about lost it. I swear, I was 8 years old. Santa just left the house. All the cookies are gone. The milk is gone. There were presents under the trees, and every single one of them had my name on it. Oh my God, when I got this, I was so excited that I forgot to press record, which seems to be a pattern in my life. This is an absolute stunning, 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 stunning deck. I like the two things that I really, really, really love about this deck are how they use light in the deck and how they use color. Like, look at that. That is phenomenal. It's just a little bit of red. You can see the little bit of red there. Look at that. That's just amazing, and how the light just hits right there. The use of shadows and black, and it's an amazing deck. My favorite one was the full, because it surprised me. There was a speck of color. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Every card is a 10. Like, that looks like it comes from a movie. These kids are creepy. Oh my God, there isn't a card that I don't like. Look at this family. Weirdos. Love it. Love it. I'm trying to find the full card. Oh. But this, and also the card with a fortune teller is stunning as well. This is one of my favorite cards. This looks like an oil painting, guys. It's spectacular. Look at that. So, like, I fell in love with this I will tell you, as I flipped through each card, I got more and more and more excited. This is a deck that will never, never leave my collection. In fact, I got the limited edition one as well. It's huge, like really big. Come on, why am I having such a hard time? But I don't think I'll ever open that one up. In fact, that one will probably be a trade deck as well in the next several years for something that I really want as well. Now, I'd ask, the next card is pick a card that represents your year. And the Wheel of Fortune is that card for me. This year has been really a lot of swift changes where 1 second I'm on top of the world, and on the other, I'm not necessarily at the bottom of the world, but I'm in a place that is very uncomfortable. I'm unsure. I don't have strong footing. But this showed up in my personal and professional life. And I'll just give you an example. I had a job at a hospital where I worked in a department that I had been in for 2 years. Really, really loved that job. Really good job, good fit. Found it very intellectually stimulating. Then I ended up getting some additional certifications, which qualified me for even, I wouldn't say better jobs, but jobs that provided greater opportunities and would be more fulfilling. And so when the CEO found out I was going to leave, she called me in and asked me to apply for a director position. Went through the whole interview process and I got the position. Now I'm a director, completely out of nowhere. Did not expect that to happen. Very quickly realized not a good fit. I'm not working with the people I want to work with. Now I'm management. I'm having to manage people who don't want to do their job. I'm having to go to HR. I'm having to answer over 100 texts a day. I got emails. I got meetings. I'm just like, this is not the life I want. But the position I wanted to find, I hadn't been able to find an open position for several years. So I decided I was going to open up my own business and do it. So I took a leap of faith. I followed my intuition, knowing that where I needed to be was not in the position I was at. So I left that position, opened up my business. 2 weeks later, a position that I'd been looking for years opened up, showed up on my email. I applied and I had the job in a week. And I was like, wow. And I will tell you, I love my job. It is a great job. And it's been playing like this with like multiple areas of my life. And so the wheel, like, I believe in karma. In fact, on my shrine, I have the Karma Buddha. That's how much I believe in karma. So I'm always not always, but I'm really acutely aware of what I put out, because I do believe what you put out comes around in one way or another. It may not be next week, may not be next month, it might not be for 10 years, but it's going to happen. And so and really, I've learned how to listen to my intuition. I've really learned how to know. One of the things that I learned in God, I'm going off on a little tangent here. I'm sorry. In some Buddhist teachings, we talk about impermanence, how things aren't permanent. And I've really learned how to live that these last several years. So this whole year has really been a cycle of up and down and around and back. So the Wheel of Fortune really is my card for the year. All right. Now, then you're supposed to pick a card for 2024. I had already shuffled the cards. This is the card that came up for me, was the Three of Pentacles. And I like this card for me. The job that I'm in now, I've only been in there 5 months. And there has been a lot that I have had to learn. Fortunately, I've done a really good job in learning what I need to do and performing well. But I know that there's a lot that I still need to learn. I know that I will need to collaborate with other people who I can learn from. But I'm also finding that a lot of people come to me for suggestions, for advice, to process what they're thinking, and then they come up with whatever decision that they make. So I know that working with other people is going to be an important part of next year. And not only in my professional life, but in my personal life. There are things going on in my personal life that require me to really collaborate with other people. I'm going to have to learn For example, I'm going to have to probably learn a few more coping skills that I may need for work and for my personal life. But those are the kinds of things that I need to go to someone to learn, to help me identify what they are and what they're going to be addressing. So I thought the Three of Pentacles was a really, really great card for me. Oh my gosh. This is the last. You know what? Let me flip the camera around. I'm going to flip the camera around. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Oh my gosh. The last hashtag. The last. The last Saturday. No. The last. Oh my God. The last hashtag Saturday of 2023. This was a nice one. Even though it drove me crazy, this is the third recording of it. But I have really enjoyed doing some of the older ones, the ones that have been around several years, and some of the new ones. I'm going to continue to do hashtag Saturdays through 2024. I have found them to be a lot of fun, and I really enjoy watching other people talk about their decks. And I got to find other decks I'd never seen before and have ordered. This has been great. This is something that was a complete surprise when I came up with it. And I'm looking forward to hearing your comments. I get a lot of comments from y'all, which is great. Let me know what you think of the lighting on me, the lights in the back, the lights on the table. I think the lights on the table are the ones that I had to still kind of figure out. But until next time, which will be next year, I am the Fool's Apprentice. Have a happy New Year's, guy. Bye.